Hey everyone, today's video tackles on how to find the mean, median and mode for grouped data. These three are measures of central tendency, which means they help us summarize a dataset using a single value representing its middle or most typical value. In simpler terms, they tell us where the center point of the data lies. First up, we'll explore finding the mean of grouped data. Here's the formula we'll use, where f represents frequency and x represents the midpoints of each class interval. To make things clear, let's jump into a practical example. Imagine we timed 21 people in a sprint race to the nearest second and organized the result in a frequency table. Our goal is to find the average sprint time. The formula includes midpoints, so we need a new column for this in our table. Similarly, since the formula involves frequency multiplied by midpoints, we'll add another column for that calculation as well. Once we have these values, we can easily substitute them into the formula to find the mean. Alright, now let's tackle finding the mode of grouped data. Remember, the mode is the most frequent value, the one that appears most often in our distribution. Here's the formula we'll use, whereby L represents the lower class boundary of the model group. D1 is the difference between the frequency of the model group and the group that comes before the model group. D2 is the difference between the frequency of the model group and the group that comes after the model group. And W is the group size. To illustrate calculating the mode with grouped data, let's use this example. Looking at our grouped data, we can identify the model class as 46 to 60 since it has the highest frequency. The class size is 15. Now we can plug in the values into the formula to find the mode. Remember that in this case, we always use the real limits. Moving on to finding the median for grouped data. The median is the data point that falls exactly in the middle when the data is arranged in ascending or descending order. Here's the formula we'll be using. L represents the lower class limit of the median class. N represents the total number of observations in the dataset. CFB stands for the cumulative frequency, which refers to the sum of the frequencies up to and including the class before the median class. F represents the frequency of the median class, and W denotes the class size or the width of the class interval. To understand how to estimate the median with grouped data, let's use a practical example. As the formula involves the cumulative frequency of prior groups, we'll need to add a new column to our table to calculate these cumulative frequencies. Once we have those values, we can substitute them into the formula to find the estimated median. Remember, when using this formula, we always use the real limits of the class intervals.